Imagine skyscrapers appearing in less than 3 weeks, entire parks built by giant robots, airports rising from the ocean, and construction sites controlled by artificial intelligence. This isn't science fiction. This is China right now. What you're about to witness are engineering projects so advanced, they make the rest of the world look like it's stuck a century behind. Get ready, because these mega projects will blow your mind. Mini Sky City. Back in 2015, China shocked everyone with something impossible. They built a 57-story skyscraper in just 19 days. Not 19 months, not 19 weeks, 19 days. They called it Mini Sky City, and it changed everything we thought we knew about construction. Rising 670 feet into the sky, this giant building wasn't built the normal way. Instead, workers assembled it piece by piece using something called modular design. Think of it like building with massive Lego blocks. Entire sections were built in a factory, shipped to the site, then stacked together at lightning speed. The company completed 3 entire floors every single day. Watching a skyscraper appear in less than 3 weeks feels like watching magic. But here's where it gets even crazier. The same company announced plans for an even bigger tower, 220 stories tall, using the exact same method. Mini Sky City is only 57 stories. That means their next project would be nearly 4 times bigger. In China, when they dream big, they dream really big. And as you'll see next, they're just getting started. Keila Power Station. High in the freezing mountains of China, where temperatures drop to -30 degrees and icy winds cut through everything, stands one of the most incredible power plants ever built. The Keila Power Station isn't like anything you've seen before. Most power plants use either water or sunshine, but Keila uses both at the same time, spread across 170 million square feet. That's bigger than 2,000 football fields. Massive solar panels work together with powerful water systems. Together, they generate over 1 gigawatt of clean, renewable energy. That's enough electricity to power 1 million homes. This is the largest hydro-solar plant on planet Earth, built in conditions so extreme that most engineers wouldn't even try. Perched at crazy high altitude, battling freezing temperatures and harsh weather, it proves that with enough determination, humans can build anywhere. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see what comes next. AICT 3D printed park. Picture this in your mind. An entire park covering nearly 60,000 square feet, built completely by giant 3D printers. Not built with hammers and saws, built by robots using concrete like ink. That's exactly what China created with the AICT 3D printed park. Every single thing, the benches where you sit, the sculptures you photograph, the flower beds, even the walls, was printed by massive machines layer by layer. The result looks like something from another planet. Smooth, wave-like designs that flow into each other like frozen water. But here's the most shocking part. Despite being absolutely huge, the entire park was finished in just 2.5 months at a fraction of normal costs. China isn't using 3D printing as a gimmick. They're using it to build real things, fast and cheap. And they're not stopping with parks. Their next achievement takes 3D printing to a whole new level. Shanghai 3D printed pedestrian bridge. When you think of 3D printing, you probably imagine small stuff, maybe toys or phone cases. But engineers in Shanghai used it to build something massive, an entire bridge for people to walk across. Stretching almost 86 feet long, it holds the world record as the largest 3D printed bridge ever made. 2 robotic arms built it in just 450 hours. Using 44 hollow concrete pieces for the main part and 66 more pieces forming the curved handrails. The design looks like a frozen wave, elegant and artistic. Just like the 3D printed park, this bridge was faster and way cheaper than building it the old way. China is years ahead of everyone else in using this technology. But as mind-blowing as that sounds, what they did next is on a completely different scale. Huahai Shikumen Complex relocation. Here's a question. What do you do when an old historic building stands exactly where you need to build something new? Most places would tear it down. But China? They moved the entire building instead. City planners wanted to construct a massive underground shopping mall, parking garage, and subway station beneath the Huahai Shikumen complex, a building over 100 years old. But instead of destroying this treasure, engineers used technology that seems like science fiction. The solution? An army of robotic hydraulic jacks. Working together, they carefully lifted the 8,270-ton structure, that's heavier than 50 blue whales, off the ground. Then, step by tiny step, they moved it forward like a giant mechanical walk. Slowly, the building slid out of the way so workers could dig underneath. Once construction below was finished, they moved the entire complex back to its original spot, perfectly intact. Not a single window broken, not a single brick cracked. It's the perfect example of preserving history while racing toward the future. And believe it or not, the next project is even more incredible. Jianjiang Canyon Bridge. The Jianjiang Canyon Bridge isn't just another bridge, it's a world record in the making. Rising more than 2,000 feet above the valley floor, this monster will become the highest bridge on planet Earth, beating the previous record also held in China. Building something at this insane height created problems nobody had faced before. Regular cranes couldn't even reach the construction site, let alone lift the massive pieces needed. So Chinese engineers did what they always do. They invented something new. They designed the largest cable crane system ever built, suspended high above the canyon like a giant spider web. This system could lift and place trusses weighing more than 21,000 tons each with pinpoint accuracy. But strength alone wasn't enough. To achieve perfect precision, engineers used cutting-edge technology, combining the Internet of Things with China's Beidou satellite navigation system. Every massive component locked into place flawlessly. On top of that, the bridge has smart cables embedded throughout, constantly monitoring the structure in real time, like a nervous system. The result? A bridge that doesn't just cross a canyon. It stands as proof of what humans can achieve when engineering meets imagination. And somehow, the next project is just as extraordinary. Inflatable construction domes. Construction sites are famous for two horrible things: ear-splitting noise and choking dust clouds. But Chinese engineers came up with a brilliantly simple solution: inflatable domes. Instead of fighting pollution with small fixes, entire construction sites are sealed under massive air-filled bubbles. These domes trap dust, dirt, and harmful particles while muffling the roar of heavy machinery. Inside, advanced filters clean the air before it escapes. It's construction reimagined, protecting both workers and neighborhoods from the chaos of building. Fosun Foundation Cultural Center. At first glance, the Fosun Foundation Cultural Center in Shanghai looks like a stunning modern theater. But look closer, and you'll notice something mesmerizing. The building moves. The facade features giant kinetic curtains made of 3 enormous bronze tubes that slowly rotate around the exterior. The movement is so subtle you might miss it at first. But over time, the patterns shift, creating endless waves that make the building look different every time you see it. In time-lapse video, the effect is hypnotic, like watching a living sculpture dance with light and shadow. But this design isn't just about looking cool. The moving panels also change how the building works. Depending on the event, they can reveal or hide parts of the stage, open views of the river to the east, or frame the skyline to the west. It's art and engineering married together, a cultural landmark that feels alive, constantly reinventing itself. Anji Culture and Art Center. Some buildings look like they beamed down from the future. The Anji Culture and Art Center is definitely one of them. Its most striking feature is the roof, designed to copy the delicate shape of bamboo leaves, nature meeting modern design in perfect harmony. Built with sweeping white metal panels, the roof appears to float in mid-air. But this isn't just for show. The structure includes a sustainable rainwater recycling system that naturally cools the building, combining beauty with smart engineering. Covering a staggering 1.29 million square feet, that's 24 football fields, this center celebrates creativity, culture, and cutting-edge technology. And it's expected to open this very year. Yet this isn't the only project redefining China's skyline. Phoenix Towers. In Wuhan, planners are working on one of the most ambitious skyscraper projects ever imagined, the Phoenix Towers. Rising to a breathtaking 3,300 feet, the taller tower would become the second tallest structure on Earth. But height is only part of the story. These towers are designed as massive energy generators. Solar panels will cover the exteriors, while inside, systems for wind power, thermal energy, hydrogen fuel cells, and biomass boilers will provide clean energy. Even more incredible, one tower will feature the world's highest sky garden, bringing nature above the clouds. Built on an artificial island in a lake, the Phoenix Towers represent a vision of futuristic architecture mixing sustainability with pure ambition. A design so bold, even Dubai will have to take notice. Sponge City. Landscaping. China isn't just building taller, it's building smarter. Enter Sponge City landscaping, a revolutionary idea that turns entire cities into living ecosystems. Instead of lifeless concrete jungles, sponge cities weave rain gardens, wetlands, green roofs, urban forests, and sunken parks into the city's design. These green spaces absorb rainwater like a sponge, reducing flood risks, refilling underground water supplies, and creating habitats for birds and animals right in the heart of the city. The Kunming Stormwater Park, the Lingang Sponge City Zone in Shanghai, and the Zhuhai Hengqin Free Trade Zone all showcase this concept in action. Even the sidewalks are porous, letting water seep through naturally. The result? Cities that don't just resist floods, they thrive with cleaner air, healthier ecosystems, and beautiful green spaces everywhere you look. Dalian Jinzhouwan Airport. When it comes to airports, China refuses to settle for ordinary. Instead of building on land, engineers decided to create an entire island just for the Dalian Jinzhouwan Airport. Construction began way back in 2011. Once completed in 2026, it will stand as the world's largest offshore airport. Building a project this massive on open water required groundbreaking engineering, literally creating new land from the sea itself by pumping sand and rock to form an artificial island covering 8 square miles. When it opens, it won't just be another place to catch flights. It will be proof of how far China is willing to go to push the boundaries of what's possible. Yangkou 3D printed dam. And finally, the project that may change how megastructures are built forever, the Yangkou 3D printed dam planned for the Tibetan Plateau. This dam will stand 590 feet tall. But here's the incredible part. It will be constructed entirely through 3D printing. Gigantic robotic printers will layer concrete piece by piece, building the dam slice by slice. But it gets even more futuristic. Every machine involved, trucks, bulldozers, cranes, will be controlled by artificial intelligence, working autonomously without human drivers. That means no delays, no accidents, and perfect coordination from start to finish. The entire dam is expected to be completed in under 2 years, a fraction of the time traditional methods would take. If successful, this won't just be one of the most innovative builds in history. It will prove that even massive dams can be built faster, smarter, and more efficiently through AI and 3D printing. China's construction revolution is rewriting what's possible. These aren't just buildings. They're proof that the future is already here, and it's being built at lightning speed. So here's my question for you. Which project shocked you the most? Was it the 57-story building assembled in less than 3 weeks? The bridge printed by robots? Or the dam that'll be built entirely by artificial intelligence? Drop your answer in the comments below. I want to know what blew your mind. If you found this video incredible, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss more mind-blowing content about the technologies reshaping our world. Turn on notifications too, because trust me, what's coming next is even more insane. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.